In ancient Athens, there was a house so terrifying that people abandoned it in the middle of the night. And the earliest historian to record the haunting was not a storyteller, but a Roman statesman known for his honesty. The story comes from Pliny the Younger, writing in the 1st century AD. He describes a grand but decaying house in Athens, one that had fallen silent. Except for the sounds of invisible footsteps and the rattling of heavy iron chains echoing through the halls. Tenants who moved in reported the same nightmare, a figure appearing in the darkness, emaciated, shaking, dragging chains across the floor. Soon, the house became impossible to rent. It stood abandoned, feared by everyone in the city. One night, a philosopher named Athenodorus arrived in Athens. He saw the haunted house for sale at a suspiciously low price, and driven by curiosity rather than fear, he rented it immediately. He set up a lamp, sat at his table, and began writing. He ignored the stories until he heard it. A faint metallic sound, then a slow dragging, chain against stone. The noise grew louder, closer, until the air itself felt heavy and cold. Athenodorus finally looked up, and there it was. A skeletal apparition, thin as death, wrapped in chains, standing right beside him. The ghost slowly raised a trembling arm and pointed to the courtyard outside. Then it vanished. At dawn, Athenodorus went to the spot where the ghost had pointed. He ordered the ground to be dug up. Workers began to dig, and soon, they uncovered the remains of a human skeleton, still entangled in rusted iron chains. The ghost had not been haunting the house out of malice, but because it had never been given a proper burial. Athenodorus gathered the bones and gave them an honorable funeral according to Greek customs. Pliny writes that after the burial, the ghost never appeared again. The footsteps stopped. The chains fell silent, and the house in Athens finally returned to peace. But the question remains, who was the chained man? And why was he left there to die alone in the dark? No record has ever revealed his identity. This was the world's first documented haunted house, and just the beginning of our journey into the shadows of the ancient world. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more tales from history's dark corners.